Hey guys, Bolt here for SP Studios. This is back to Secret of the Scarlet Hand. So, yesterday we went and dealt with the fact that Hendrik just fell downstairs and had to go to the hospital. So, let's go ahead and do that.
First the Bacall carving is stolen, and now my star glyph man bumps his head and forgets his own name? What's next, Nancy? Del Rio pulls the plug on the monolith, the board clams up on my funding, my mother posts my old prom pictures on the internet.
Take it easy, Joanna. I'm sure everything is going to be okay.
What I need from you right now is action, not commentary, Nancy. Will you follow up with the hospital and see if there's anything we can do to get Henrik's marbles back?
I'll call right away.
You can also pick up Henrik's mail if he gets any. Keep the lab in order and just try to help me keep the entire museum from going up in smoke.
I've got work to do.
Carpe diem.
So how do I get the hospital's number? Okay, so... Okay, so the next thing I have to go to the office phone, get the voicemail. I also have to make this short. I kind of picked this up kind of late, so I have to kind of make this a shorter video, so I have to make it about 25 minutes.
You have voicemail. Press 0 to retrieve.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his? Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
To replay messages, press 0. Press 9.
Alright, so that's cool. Okay. So there's that. So I have to call the nurse.
This is Nurse Bluefoot.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
What's reality orientation?
Well, reality orientation is a kind of treatment that helps a patient get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life. Henrik has not actually lost his memory. It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly. First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memories.
What are cognitive memories?
A cognitive memory is something that you know or remember intellectually. For example, how do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way, you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
That would be most unfortunate.
Exactly. But then I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green globe. Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet Earth. This is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
I still don't understand where I come in.
You can't help Henrik remember his childhood, but you can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over a period of time. You may want to bring in images or photos to place on the board. Things from the museum, perhaps.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Great. Is there anything else?
Just remember, Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Thanks for the warning, Nurse Bluefoot.
Be well.
Okay. So now that that conversation is done, let's avoid... I don't like going over those conversations over and over again, so we're going to save here. So we're doing pretty good on time. We're still at 7 minutes. We're about to be 8. So I have to go to the hospital to try to jog some memory. It is about 11 now. So hopefully that's enough to do something about him. So
you look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. The curator's name is Joanna Riggs. You were working there, and that's where your accident happened. Do you remember anything about the accident?
Joanna Riggs. Is that the woman who called to pick my brain for an access code?
What access code would that be?
Where in my poor banged-up head would I be keeping access codes? I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze me for details, you're wasting your time.
Actually, Nurse Bluefoot thinks with regular visits, I may be able to help you get your memory back more quickly.
How, pray tell, do you intend to do that?
I'll visit, we'll talk. Sometimes I'll bring you pictures.
Pictures? Well, isn't this nice?
Come on, Henrik. You'll feel much better once things start coming back to you. I've got a picture with me if you'd like to give it a try.
Fine, I'll do it.
Great. These are Maya glyphs, like the ones you used to translate. Now, don't be upset if you don't know how to read them anymore. I can tell you what they mean.
I know what they mean, dear. I wrote them.
I'm sure you have written them at one time or another in your career. So, what do you think this is all about? The magician suffers yellow death.
The translator is sloppy. I should know. I am the author of the original work.
The author? What are you talking about?
That first glyph is the fool, not the magician. Furthermore, any decent epigrapher knows those glyphs refer to the infamous plague of oozing hives. A fitting curse for a fool, don't you think? I rather like it.
Okay, I'm gonna read real quick. So, the picture. Remembers the glyphs. The fool suffers the oozing hives, not the magician suffers. Wrote them. Well, wrote those glyphs. Then does that mean he's the culprit? Okay, so
Henrik, this note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
okay, he can't remember this, so I feel like this is the better
I'm
one.
investigating the theft of the Pakal carving. Please, Henrik, try to remember something.
Who in the world is Pakal? Oh, my head. Oh, the pressure. I can't take any more today, Nancy.
Okay, it's time for some memory therapy. Nancy, could you come back tomorrow?
All right, so that's the best I'm gonna get from him. So here's this. So Taylor Sinclair. So I don't know, is Sinclair the person that I talked to? Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I do know Sinclair. Okay, so I need to go visit him in his... Back up. I need to go visit Sinclair in his office. No. Taylor Sinclair.
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I'm sick about the whole thing.
Yes, your fears seem to have been quite visionary.
I was in the museum when it happened.
Do you think it's the same person who carried out those other thefts?
That awful red hand was left on Prudence Rutherford's jewelry box in Topeka, and on the display case in the museum in New Mexico. What's the chance they're not connected?
Do you know Prudence Rutherford personally?
Oh, we saw each other at functions now and then. Poor Prudence. She adored that necklace.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
What's the name of the museum in New Mexico?
The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. They had a beautiful collection up there, worth a bundle, too. I appraised some pieces for them a few years back.
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras. Here you go. Keep up the good work.
Okay, so that's gonna be the next memory jogger for Andric. So that's cool. Um... Okay, so after this, we got to. We're gonna have to go back home. Well, back to the hotel. I think he said something. Let's set it for 12. We should be able to go see Andric now.
Well, look who it is.
Ready to do some memory work, Henrik? I brought you a picture. This will help you to remember.
That face. He's as familiar as my own feet.
Do you know his name?
Pakal. Nancy, this is the stolen carving, isn't it? And I'm the one who took it. I must have. But why? Oh, Pakal. What could I have meant by this?
Think, Henrik. Where's the carving now?
I can't remember.
All I need is some idea of where to look next. I'll take any scrap of memory you've got, Henrik.
It's still in the museum.
Why would you break into the display case and steal the carving only to leave it in the museum?
To protect him. I had to protect him. Oh, Pakal. Something is going on at that museum, a devious plot. I was the only one who could stand in the way.
Where in the museum did you hide the Pakal?
Forgive me, Nancy, but when I woke up in this hospital bed, I didn't even know my own name. Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key. It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Do you know what lock it belongs to?
I haven't a clue. Take the key now, Nancy. Find out what it opens and return to me, please, with some answers.
You can count on me, Henrik.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend Pakal and see if he will tell me anything new. You must keep this to yourself for now. It's your only hope of getting to the bottom of this.
Okay.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Okay.
Do you have anything against Joanna?
Who knows?
Do you know anything about the theft of Prudence Rutherford's necklace?
I can't remember.
You rest up. I'll be back.
Be careful.
Okay. Cool. So we're gonna go to this. We're gonna go to the museum. I believe I know where this key is to. It's in that back room here, in the storage. Before I do anything, I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna save and then be right back. Da-da-da-da-da. We're doing pretty good, guys. We're doing pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. So, museum. Go to the museum, see that. Okay. So actually this doesn't go to this. Okay. It goes to his desk, which I believe would be here.
It's locked.
Okay, so first we have this, which we can go back to Nancy's for.
It's locked. It's locked.
Wait, what? Okay.
It's locked.
Oh, okay, so there's two. So here's a journal. Okay. So number stations. Series of 5 digits. Okay. Oh, so he was trying to figure out what the smugglers were doing on the ham radio. Okay, so yeah, they were. He was on this.
Looks like I need to find someone who speaks Nahuatl.
Okay. So that's that. That explains how to do that. So first we need to go decode this zip disk, which we have to go back to Nancy's hotel room for. So Andric was on, he was on the tail of whomever was trying to take it, and he knew how to get to stop them. So there's this. Oh, the password. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. Go to the hospital. Okay, so there was a note in his desk, is what this is saying. So, not the journal, this piece of paper is what I need to give him as a visual. It's one, okay. I think I have enough time to get back to the hospital. And this is actually the last thing I need to do before I need to get off here. Because I really need to get to work here. Set the alarm. Okay. So I'll do 12 p.m. again. And before I do anything, I do have to get off here. So that was that. We got to talk to Andric. We got down and got through a few things. We just need to get those glyphs understood by him. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, bye-bye.